Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Houston Life on this Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. I'm Derrick Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. By the way, your shirt is totally giving me summer vibes. I love it. Palm trees, cocktails.
Well, I wore a summer shirt because it feels like summer outside.
I know it's not officially, and hibiscus flower flamingos. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't even look at it.
You didn't look at it?
Glad you liked
got
it.
dressed with your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Okay, coming up on today's show, Katy country artist Will Carter. He's back. He just performed at a special event downtown. He's stopping by Houston Life to perform his latest song for us.
Plus, a look at NBC's brand new competition show, Dancing with Myself. We are getting a little dance lesson from a Houston contestant on the show.
I hope we do well. And it's almost Father's Day. We rounded up some deserving dads for a fun makeover, but this is all very hobby specific, from fishing to grilling, even chillin'. Mel Camp is helping them update their entire look.
Okay, that looks fun, but first, why don't we get a check of today's steaming, I'm guessing, forecast.
That is right. Frank is standing by with the I mean, what more do we say? It is just, it's on repeat now.
Well, I like the summer shirt, Derrick. You know, in honor of the Saharan dust, you could have worn some sandals.
Oh, how do you know? I am wearing my sandals, but I think I need a little mask to block out all that dust.
It's
Frank.
terrible, isn't it? Everybody's got itchy eyes and throat and nose. And I'll tell you, we got another slug that's coming in. We'll get a bit of a break, but more toward the end of the weekend, which we'll talk more about at 4 o'clock. Look outside. You can see how hazy it is, but look at that banner title, Record Warm Low Temperatures. Our normal low for this morning is 74. We only dropped to 81. That's a record at Bush, tied a record at Hobby. 84 in Galveston was their low. The record was 83. So we're starting out very warm. You can hardly see the buildings with all of that skim milk sky. Temperatures 95, 96, 97, 98. So once again, it is warm and hazy. Happy Flag Day, by the way. That is today from 1777 on June 14th. The American flag was adopted. I suspect it was not quite as hot across the country as it is today. We'll check on the forecast coming up.
Well, you know what, Frank? We are in the dog days of summer, even though it's not officially summer, but we've got Texo with us right now.
There you go. And happy Flag Day indeed,
Happy
Frank.
Flag
Glad
Day.
you mentioned that.
That's right.
Very nice.
All right, listen, we've got another celebration to talk about. You know, the winners of the James Beard Awards, they were announced last night. If you're like, what in the world are you talking about?
It's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. It's basically like the Oscars for the food and wine industry. And of course, Houston chefs and restaurateurs have been nominated a number of times in the past. We have several winners in our city as well, or recipients, I should say. Last night, a Houston bar and a friend of Houston Life took top honors for celebrating Julep on Washington Avenue, named 2022 Outstanding Bar Program. And owner Alba Huerta was born in Monterrey, Mexico, but raised right here in Houston. And she was truly overwhelmed by the honor.
Thank you to my city of Houston, Texas, for, loving immigrants. For loving immigrants like me, like my family, welcoming us and giving us the path to opening our own businesses.
Felt comments there. We're so excited for Alba. Listen, if you guys haven't been to Julep, you need to go. Obviously, the Julep is one of their signature drinks, of course, at Alba. You know, as I said, she is a friend of Houston Life, and recently, look, this was ahead of the Kentucky Derby a few years ago.
Yes, we were quite dressed up.
We were quite dressed up, and she made her signature mint julep on the show. We did link this recipe on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Listen, I want to let you guys know before you run out today to Julep, they are closed today for a private event. So go by tomorrow, the rest of the weekend, give them a holler, a shout out, a well-deserved, amazing honor for Alba and the rest of her team.
I love what she said about immigrants. And also, Julep has such a special place in my heart because when I moved here to Houston 6 years ago, Steph Gary, reporter for Houston Life back in the day.
Soon to be mama.
Soon to be mom. She's due July 16th. She and I went to Julep one night and I was like, wow, I think I'm going to like it here in Houston. It was
Pretty good place.
All was right in the world that night. So
yeah,
huge
and I think
congrats.
Julep is getting ready to celebrate their 8th anniversary, I think, in July. So perfect timing. Yeah, and well deserved. We're so proud of you.
Add her to the list of our local James Beard Award winners. So, hey, here's something that proves the future is here. You know this company? Have you heard of Amazon?
Oh. No, what do they do?
They deliver things. They sell books out of a garage. So listen, in 2013,
sounds like it's never going to make it.
It's slim chance, right? They announced this idea nearly 10 years ago.
Okay.
That seemed like it's straight out of the Jetsons, right? Deliveries by drone.
It's happening?
It's happening. So if you live in Lockhart, California, which is a smaller city, when you go online to order something from Amazon, you're going to have all these different delivery options, including Amazon Air. And check this out. I mean, much like this man in the video, the drone will fly to your house. It has technology. Now they have FAA approval.
Sure.
It has technology that will sense people or other objects around, so it'll be safely done.
Right.
And I think at the beginning it'll deliver in people's backyards. It'll go and set down the box and go on its way.
Fantastic. I'm so glad you said Jetsons, because that's the first thing where my brain went to.
Can you believe it?
No.
This is something that I would totally do in Houston, right? If you could have a package safely delivered to your backyard, wouldn't it be great?
I know. I don't think I'd look that nonchalantly, though, coming out. I would be doing one of these, probably get hit by the package or something weird. But, I mean, the video that they were showing, they're just all relaxed, and I'd be waiting patiently.
Well, I think the box had already been dropped.
I want to see the process, though.
Well, there was a whole FAA approval process where they had like these drone flight tests.
Yeah.
And it has been reported that there were about 8 drone crashes over a 13-month period.
Okay.
One just caused a small fire in a field in Oregon. It was put out.
Good.
So hopefully your backyard will not catch on fire. But
I hope
listen,
not.
how cool is that? And you don't have to worry about porch pirates.
I know. Pretty awesome.
Okay, I have another interesting topic. So we've always heard that younger people need a little more sleep.
Okay.
Like elementary school kids.
Yeah, napping.
Kind of pop out of beds like toasters, right?
Sure.
And then when you get to high school, you get like a little sleepier. Well, here's the thing. So there's a brand new study. This study is from Medical College of Georgia at Augusta University. And essentially they broke it down.
He's over it.
To show Texas really... Have you ever noticed that text just sort of rolls over onto my notes? It's all good, buddy. I don't need to read those.
Oh, he's so cute.
Here's the thing. So these researchers, they studied 11,000 people to get the right sampling, ages 6 years and up. And it turns out that our sleeping patterns over our lifetime, it's sort of like a U shape.
Okay.
So the tops of the U's, like that's the sector that gets more sleep. The bottom of the U gets less sleep. What age do you think we get the least amount of sleep, or we prioritize it the least? How about that?
Oh.
40, middle age.
Oh, okay.
40.
40.
So,
we don't sleep a lot.
Well, so just as we thought, younger people, they sleep a little bit more. And then it turns out as we turn 50, the sleep starts to ramp back up. And then older people start sleeping a little bit longer.
Oh. Is that good or bad? I don't know.
It's just information.
Okay.
Oh, and here's the thing.
I love a good nap.
So, well, they found out that females in general, they sleep longer than males across their lives, but they tend to go to sleep later, particularly as they get older, and they get interrupted more during a night's rest.
Yeah, because the men snore.
That is true. Brandon, if you're watching, I have that on video.
Or because they're...
I don't actually have that.
Oh,
on video.
okay.
That would be creepy, right?
A little bit.
But here's the thing. Guess how much longer females on average sleep than men? Guess how much longer?
I don't know, 5 hours?
4 minutes.
Oh. That's nothing. Okay, listen.
Something. It's
He's
4
awake
minutes.
now, so we're moving on to the next topic, and everybody loves a good burger. No wonder he's perked up here. We want to hear from you. Who has the best burger in town? We have teamed up with the Carbach Brewing Company for this month's Viewer Choice Bracket Challenge.
Okay, this is so tough for Houstonians because there's so many great spots. Voting is now open, so check out clicktohouston.com/contests. Vote for your top spot today, and guess what? The winner will be featured right here on Houston Life.
Y'all pick really good ones, so this is going to be really fun.
Okay, be sure to vote. Okay, jury duty.
Yeah.
2 words that many people might not want to hear, but now being a juror is actually better than ever. When we come back, some of the welcome changes you can experience the next time you get that jury summons. And today, jurors even got a special performance by country artist Will Carter. He will be joining us live in studio.
That's right. I see him putting on his guitar over there. And our newest member of our team, Mel Camp, is helping us celebrate Dad ahead of Father's Day weekend with a pretty special assignment.
I'm on the hunt for dads who are in need of a hobby upgrade, and I've been tipped off that I will likely find the dads I'm looking for here at Katy Fire Department. So yeah, let's see how we go.
Well, welcome back to Houston Life. And jury duty, those are two words that really you don't put together. Maybe entertainment and jury duty.
There you go.
Yeah. But this week, they're connected.
Yeah, so you know that letter you might not want to get, a jury summons, but serving jury duty is, of course, a very important civic duty. And this week, Harris County is appreciating that work. District Clerk Marilyn Burgess joins us now. It is so great to see you, Clerk Burgess. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so we're talking upgrades. You have had all kinds of upgrades just to improve the experience, because back in the day, I remember serving jury service 20 years ago the first time. It was much different. It was like before cell phones, you were stuck in a room all day. You're trying to improve the entire experience for jurors. What can they expect?
Well, we have recently gotten back into our jury assembly plaza just this past February. It was flooded during Harvey, and we've been out of that building since 2017.
Wow.
So we're excited to be back. It's beautiful. It's newly renovated. It's very light and airy. When it was renovated, we expanded the ladies' restrooms because you always need more of those.
Twice as many, right?
Exactly. And we also rebuilt it with materials on the floors, the walls, the furniture that could be hosed down in the event that it's ever flooded again, and which would allow us to get back into it a lot sooner.
Well, we're talking a multi-million-dollar renovation that was needed here. And again, when we see that summons in the mail, many of us go, oh, or they get online and reschedule it right away. Let's, first of all, let people know, number one, we all know how important it is, but what does this really mean to our city, to our county, to show up when you're summoned?
Well, everybody's been hearing lately in the news about the tremendous backlog we have in Harris County court cases, particularly in the criminal side of things. And that is a result of back-to-back disasters, first Harvey in 2017, and then just about the time we finally get back into the criminal justice center and the judges had their courtrooms back, we got hit with a pandemic and things shut down again for about 5 months. So now we are back in line, we're back operating fully, and we need jurors in order to be able to deliver justice. We cannot have jury trials without jurors showing up for service.
Yeah, amen. You've also had some special guests this week. Who have you had?
We've had a big lineup of special guests. 1 week out of every year we select to have Jury Appreciation Week. And the only thing special about it is we're just picking this week to decide to show our appreciation for people that show up and serve, giving of their time out of their very busy lives. We had Will Carter of the Will Carter Country Band today. We had Rochelle Turner from your office with us as well. We've had other TV anchors and personalities. Mattress McInville will be with us later this week. He's been very generous in donating door prizes for us to give away to our jurors, and it's just been a really fun time.
It has been. So if people are reporting for service this week, you can expect a little extra love and care. But free parking and coffee, is that this week or that's always?
That is a new thing for Harris County. Never before in Harris County history have we had free parking for jurors. About 4 months ago, we were successful in getting funding for that, so that we are offering free parking on a limited basis, first come, first serve, till the garage fills up for our jurors that show up to serve, and we're excited about that. That's a permanent thing.
That's awesome.
We also added free coffee, and I tell them, you know, if you want me to show up somewhere at 8 o'clock, you better have coffee
Exactly.
on hand. So we are offering
Courtney and I will be there, Clerk Burgess, every single day. Free coffee and free parking. That's all you need to keep us happy. Hey, by the way, so as we mentioned, today's celebration included a special appearance by country music star and friend of Houston Life, Will Carter.
He is a singer-songwriter from Katy, and last year stopped by Houston Life after the release of his new album, How You Know, and now he's here with guitarist Bobby Tapia to perform a new single, Wrong Side of Town. Take it away.
I said, hey girl, I heard that you're moving on to the right.
So what's there?
Baby, 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 I can't sit around waiting for this right good to undo its wrong. I can cold drink of water in the summertime. Cold bill blowing after a hard day at work. I said, give me a sign and let me know you're ready to win. You can tell me your secret, baby, yeah, you know I can keep it. 'Cause when the sun goes down and you're around, it's you and me, honey, on the wrong side of town. I like to wake up in the morning and feel your touch. Turn off the telephone, act like we're not on. You can go if you want to, but I hope you don't leave me alone in this empty space. I can find a glass of wine in the evening time. Cold margarita in the summertime. Well, I said, give me a sign and let me know you're ready to win it. You can tell me your secret, baby, yeah, you know I can keep it. 'Cause when the sun goes down and you're around, it's you and me, honey, on the wrong side of town. You're like a cold drink of water in the summertime. Cold margarita in the evening time. I said, give me a sign and let me know you're in to win it. Well, you can tell me your secret, baby, yeah, you know I can keep it. 'Cause when the sun goes down and you're around, it's you and me, honey, on the wrong side of town. Wrong side of town. Wrong side of town. Wrong side of town.
All right.
Will Carter and Bobby Tapia, what was that like performing a jury service this morning? Pretty cool.
I didn't know what to expect. Normally our shows are late at night. I had a little chance to wake up and warm up. But I was there at 7 a.m. We were performing by 9, and people were clapping. They were into it. They were having a good time. I was blown away by the whole deal. It was awesome.
A little early call for you.
Maybe. I was so excited. Actually, I went to see Top Gun last night, and I was getting sleepy. I went at like 8:30, so I had a Monster. And for whatever reason, I was awake at 2:45 this morning, so I was warmed up and ready.
You were excited about that civic duty. Well, listen, District Clerk Marilyn Burgess, Will Carter, Bobby Tapia, thanks to all three of you for stopping by Houston Life, and thank you for making jury service a much more enjoyable experience.
Thank you so much for having me, and show up for jury service.
Amen.
It's our duty.
Amen.
If you would like to connect with Will, we do have a link on our website. Check out the Scene On section of HoustonLife.tv. Thanks again, everyone.
Thank you.
Still ahead, we're chatting with the local guy who showed off his moves on NBC's newest competition show, Dancing with Myself. He's showing us how to make a splash on TikTok.
And next, how to update your patio furniture without spending a lot of money. Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back. Welcome back to Houston Life. It is patio season, and maybe you take a seat when the kids are playing in the backyard, or like me, you have a beverage on the patio at the end of a long day. But let's be real, this is Houston, and the furniture and the cushions can take an absolute beating. But there are ways to redo your weathered furniture without spending a lot of money. It is so nice of you to invite me to your backyard, Yuval.
Anytime.
It's hard to believe this is a backyard. It feels like a park. It is so picturesque and beautiful. And I love that, of course, we are sitting on chairs that you sell and you made.
That's right. These are solid teak chairs that hold up for forever, really. All you have to do is get some teak oil. If you're where we are in the middle of Houston, Texas, once a year, if you even need to.
By the way, I think I've sat on these chairs before. I think I sat on them last season.
You did.
They still look brand new.
And the fabric that you're sitting on is a special outdoors fabric. It's treated. This thing can take dust, dogs, children, rain, mud, grass, pollen. I'm being sincere.
How do you clean them though? Like what if a dog has muddy paws and jumps up all over your...
Take your hose.
Yeah.
Hose it down. That will clean it. And then just take this cushion and stand it on in, let the water run, because the way we wrap it is a very open cell product. So the water will run straight through it. Put it out in the sun. Within an hour it's dry. You never knew the dog dirtied it.
See, that's incredible because anyone who lives in Houston and has outdoor patio furniture or they've tried to have furniture, they know it really takes a beating. But in addition to these special wood frames, the fabric is, as you described, it's like a performance fabric meant for the outdoors.
That is correct. And we have sincerely hundreds of patterns of this type of performance fabric.
So if you have an outdoor frame, like an outdoor sofa or a chair that you really like, but the cushions have, you know, seen better days.
That's correct.
Then you can come into Living Designs and get totally new cushions.
That's correct. And all you have to do is come to us. If you want to shop, take a picture of your furniture or bring your seats and your back pillows. Bring it to the showroom and we will immediately tell you the cost after you pick and choose the fabric. And I tell you what, it's a whole lot less expensive to do that and put brand new cushioning in your backyard. You have a brand new piece of furniture because you changed the look of it. Most outdoor furniture is or metal or wood or bamboo.
You have some examples of outdoor furniture that have brand new cushions here on your gazebo.
That's right. And these frames, as you put it, are over 20 years old. Literally over 20 years old. And I keep changing the cushions because I have the ability to do so. And because my beautiful wife tells me to, which a lot of men understand.
And even with that beautiful scallop shape on the back, you can create that.
Anything that you have on your furniture today,
you can recreate.
We can recreate with a brand new piece of fabric.
They can make anything, and right now you can get up to 50% off in-store clearance items, plus save $100 for each 1,000 you spend, and no stock issues like we all know about. Many stores have those. You can go online to livingdesignsfurniture.com, or you can call 713-921-5098.
I love that. It's a quick, easy fix other than, you know, spending thousands of dollars for brand new furniture.
Yeah.
I love just replacing the cushions.
Well, and the teak chairs too. If you do need to replace everything, it literally looked like a brand new chair, and I sat on the same one a year ago.
I love it. All right, after the break, we're helping some deserving dads get a makeover ahead of Father's Day.
Yeah, but first let's check in with Lauren Kelly. She's in Humboldt making a bit of a house call. Hi, Lauren.
It is a Houston Life house call today. You got it. We're here, and we're going to figure out how Dispatch Health is making house calls to you in the comfort of your own home. They're bringing the hospital to you, and Sammy's got more info. That's when Houston Life returns. The doctor is here.
Well, welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derrick back with you on this Tuesday at 3:30.
3:30 on the dot. All right, whether you have kids, you work a full day, or you're just busy in general, and who isn't, there is nothing convenient about getting sick and having to make a trip to go see the doctor.
Lauren Kelly is live in Humboldt this afternoon making a house call. All right, Lauren, give us the details.
This is really genius, you guys. And like you said, Derrick and Courtney, nobody likes going to the doctor. Nobody likes to be in a waiting room that's filled with other sick people. I've got nurse practitioner Sandy Melendez here with Dispatch Health, and we've been talking all about this in-home care. Why don't you give our Houston Life viewers kind of a rundown of what your services are?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a home visit healthcare.
As people can see by literally us being in the home today of a patient.
Yeah, and we bring the hospital, the medical team to your house, to your office, to your location. to provide any type of urgent care type care to these patients where they're located, even manage some complex medical conditions as well.
I noticed your kit. You've got all kinds of things you can test for. You've got the COVID test, you've got a flu test, you even have an EKG machine. What else does your service provide?
So this is just a small sample of the tools that we have. We do have a moderate complexity lab, so we can test all the things that you mentioned. We can also do point of care blood testing, which gets the results in a couple of minutes.
Sammy, can we just talk about the convenience right there of having your labs and your blood work done in the house instead of going and waiting on those?
Absolutely, and people are surprised that we can get results within 2 minutes.
Absolutely. So when people book an appointment online, they can do so at dispatchhealth.com, and you give them kind of a window of when you're going to arrive, and your team shows up with the equipment.
Absolutely. It's usually within a couple hours. You know, they can call, they can go on the website, or they can even download the application and have, you know, request care on your phone.
Now let's talk a little bit about the seasonal things that people need to be aware of that you guys have been treating frequently, especially with seniors, maybe people that can't leave their house. Warnings for heat stroke, dehydration, you can treat all of those things in the home.
Absolutely. Anything short of, you know, life or death emergencies, which require 911 or going to the ER, we can manage all those things that you mentioned. Minor things, a little bit more complex cases at their home.
And this is just so great because if they do need further care, you can assess them. You can tell them what's happening based on your detail and setup right here. And then if they do need to go on to further health care, that you can suggest that.
Absolutely. If we know they need to go to the ER, we do also, you know, escalate them. That's what we say, to the ER if they need more advanced care.
Does your service accept insurance?
We do. We have contracts with almost every major insurance company, Medicare, Medicaid. And we also offer the self-pay option for those that are uninsured as well.
For the pricing, if we wanted to just compare it, it's probably like an urgent care?
Absolutely. If you have on your card, your insurance card, it'll say the copay for urgent care. That's exactly what you're going to be paying. And
really quickly, I want to mention you guys need a little bit of extra help since there are so many patients in the Houston area.
Absolutely. Houston is huge, right? And we're growing every day. The volume has increased. So, you know, we're looking for nurse practitioners, physician's assistants, medical technicians to join our team so we can meet that demand.
Wonderful. Well, if you guys want more information, you can log on to dispatchhealth.com or give them a call at 281-204-8727. I think our patient is doing well today. Michelle, thank you so much for applying your assistance. And Sammy, thank you so much for the information. Back to you, Derrick and Courtney in studio.
It is pretty cool, Lauren.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks. And so convenient.
Yes. Well, switching gears now, ahead of Father's Day, we sent Mel Camp on a special assignment to track some deserving dads for a makeover.
Yeah, but this isn't a typical makeover. These dads are getting a hobby makeover. Watch this.
Sound the alarms! I'm looking for dads who need a hobby upgrade! Okay, so word on the street was I might find a few dads at Katy Fire Department. Hey guys! I'm looking for dads.
Try right next door in that car.
Well, it took a bit of searching. Hey guys, I'm looking for dads.
Oh, try over there.
We finally landed 3 deserving dads.
I could use a hobby upgrade.
And that brings us here to Academy Sports and Outdoors in Katy, where I called upon store director James to lean on his hobby upgrading skills.
Oh, wow. The Blackstone, that's the way to go.
Oh, man.
Do you think you can help these dads out?
I think so. Great guys. We're going to talk to them, see what their interests are, and then I think we're going to find some great products, some great outfits, and probably get them into a great price on these things, too. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Time to meet our first responder dads. Captain Matthew Andrew has 2 little girls and is not only Katy Fire Department's very first training captain, he also teaches EMS classes at local colleges. Time for a Grilling and Astros fan upgrade for Matt. So you need a hobby upgrade with a few things. You're a big Astros fan, you also love grilling, but you need some help, right?
Yes, ma'am. I've been an Astros fan since I was a little kid, and grilling really gets me outside. It gets me to just have a good time, and I've always believed that having a good meal brings family together.
You're a girl dad. You have 2 beautiful daughters.
I do. I've got one girl, Parker, who's 6, and I've got Joey, who just turned 1.
James, do you think you can help this girl dad out?
Yeah, I think we'll get him in a good outfit. You know, sometimes with the Astros, you can get the dad jersey and the daughter jersey in the same thing, so that's kind of fun outside. But the question I wanted to ask you was, so you're doing a little grilling. Have you seen the Blackstone? You have any interest of, you know, having that cast iron griddle? That is looking good.
Oh man, that feels just natural, just natural.
When I look at you, I see those possibilities of a future hibachi chef, right?
Our next dad, Captain Adam Troncoso, another girl dad in the Katy Fire Department. Adam empowers his eldest daughter, coaching her in jiu-jitsu. He loves fishing with his girls and is seriously into camping.
Definitely Academy Sports and Outdoors is going to be the right place. We've got great beginner stuff, but it really sounds like Adam's going into a little bit higher level, you know, so we can find the accessories where you can really enjoy it. Some great camp stoves. This is your old standard Coleman, you know, but instead of being the gas in the old days, it's got the rechargeable battery.
Oh, nice.
And all these Colemans are set up now on all accessories that have that same battery built into it. But yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, I think, taking a look at all the camping that we got for Adam's family.
James, Jordan is dad number 3, and I'm pretty stoked that we have him here today because he has a beautiful story and there's a really great reason that he's here, and I think you guys are going to be able to help him out. Battalion Chief Jordan Smith is a dad to one awesome young man, and Jordan plans to use his hobby upgrade to help his son and his son's friends enjoy a very special fishing trip.
So a little bit of backstory. 2013, when he was born, going in the hospital, found out that he had a congenital heart defect. Amazing people down at Texas Children, went through multiple surgeries, things of that nature. And to be honest with you, going into it, it was a scary proposition. Didn't really know how life was going to turn out. I grew up outdoors, hunting, fishing, camping, all those great things. And I ran into an organization called Hunt with Heart that hooks up with other people who have kids with heart defects to help get them out into nature. Kids obviously have cardiac problems, have a hard time being in the heat, being exposed to outdoors in the weather, so it's kind of specialized. It takes a lot of equipment, it takes a lot out of you. So
we got everything he's going to need. Get you geared up so you can have an excellent time for that weekend.
Okay, let's get these kids the gear they need. Come on.
Well, coming up, Mel is going to reveal all of the dad makeovers, deserving dads with all great stories.
Yeah, and with sweet, sweet families as well. Plus, we'll find out how a local 21-year-old ended up performing for Shakira and Joe Jonas. He is showing us the moves that landed him a spot on NBC's Dancing with Myself. Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back. Welcome back to Houston Life. Before the break, we introduced you to some Katy first responders who were interested in a hobby makeover with our friends over at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Let's send it back over to Mel Camp to see how these looks turned out.
It is time to reveal our dad number 1, Matt. Come on
Matt,
down.
whoa, he's looking good. So we went with the Astro shirt we talked about. Fantastic. This is going to keep you cool when you're outside. It's well vented. But with the 2 daughters, we found an outfit as well. So
oh my gosh, can we take a moment to appreciate these?
This looks
really
good.
Cute. Look at this. Oh, so cute.
They're gonna love
cute,
the match
so
day.
cute.
Whole Astro family, right?
Absolutely.
So I also like the Space City hat. These have been very popular. The jerseys sold out. The hats are still going. So
I like it. I like it.
you're going to have
It's
people
really
pretty
good.
excited. Then the big discussion we had over there too was with the Blackstone, right?
Right.
So you've got the great Blackstone utensils. So this is going to be your hibachi, doing the fajitas. It's going to be fantastic. You also talked about doing some smoking. So you've got some proper utensils here. We got the Deluxe stainless steel barbecue set.
Matt, how does this make you feel? Like all of this stuff, do you think it's going to next level your hobby game? Do you think you're going to be a better griller for it?
I think I'll be much better at grilling. I'm going to be better prepared. We're going to be busy in the backyard making some phenomenal meals as a family together.
And it's going to be a great Father's Day, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you. Way to go, Matt.
Dad number 2, Adam, come on down.
Adam.
And look who Adam
Hey,
has with him.
we are set.
Woo.
So we got you in North Face, some great light, comfortable clothing when you're out there in the heat and also when you're hiking on the hills. You've got a great combo reel and rod, so I know you're going to do some good fishing, but look at this fishing setup. What do you think of that, Amelia?
What do you think? I'm going to come down here. These are awesome. Ladies, what do you think of your fishing rods?
I really, really like them.
Wow.
Really like this.
She likes it.
Yay!
It's official.
Woohoo! It's official.
So it might not just be Father's Day for Adam, it'll be Daddy-Daughter Day.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Drum roll, please, for dad number 3. Jordan, come on
All
down.
right.
Yes.
Look at how good Jordan looks.
I was going to put you in the pink, but this looks amazing.
No, I think seafoam brings out my eyes a little bit better.
But you look fantastic, but this was actually not about you. This hobby upgrade was for your son and his friends and their camping trip that's coming up.
One of the important things about, well, all kids really, but for hard kids especially, staying hydrated. We're having a heat wave right now. We're taking them down to the coast.
This is a great little flask.
It's great insulation. It's really a good style item. Kids just love having it. So great choice on that.
Okay, that's for you. And then look, just take, this is cute. This is so cute.
Belle's gonna sit in it. There we go.
Am I gonna break it?
Nope. It's built well. So we talked about the fishing. We looked at the poles over there, but I like how you rounded it out. You have what it takes to make sure it's a safe trip. They're gonna be well relaxed and hydrated, so great job.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Good luck on that trip. I think you have fun.
Hobby upgrade complete. We are looking good, everybody.
But we're not done yet. So for Father's Day, we're gonna make sure you have everything you need, what you picked out, but anything else to go with the outfits, and for a great weekend, $500 gift card for you all.
Thank you.
So thank you all. Thank you for what you do, and I had a great time with y'all today.
Thank you.
Amazing. I just want to say, James, it's been a pleasure. Go team. I think we did a good job.
They look good.
Upgrade, a success.
100% a success. By the way, I will say Matt had the award for the best moustache.
Best moustache.
Yes, very nice.
Yes, and so glad those guys are all getting $500 gift cards.
Well
That's very
deserved.
nice.
For
Nice
more
gift.
Father's Day gift ideas, check out your local Academy location or simply visit them online, academy.com.
All right, still to come on Houston Life, his dance moves have racked up millions of views on TikTok, and he recently appeared on the national stage on NBC's Dancing with Myself. There he is, local athlete Jayden Clark. Courtney, he's going to put us to the test with some fun steps. He's never really been on TV before that show. Look, he's a pro.
And now we're dancing with him. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back to Houston Life. He is a TikTok star who calls Houston home, and last week he had the chance of a lifetime appearing on NBC's newest competition show, Dancing with Myself.
His name is Jayden Clark, and he's here now with more on his new show starring Shakira, Nick Jonas, and Houston's own Liza Koshy. Welcome to Houston Life.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So great to meet you. Okay, what was this experience like for you? Have you ever done anything like this at all?
Never before. It was my TV debut.
Okay.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I'm so excited I got to do it.
So going into it, though, Jayden, what was the information that was given to you prior to, doing any filming or anything?
Right. So I was reached out by a talent producer. He saw my TikTok, he Instagram DM'd me, and that was back in December. And they were like, "We want to see videos of you dancing." So I sent in a couple of videos, and that was like the casting process. And then before you knew it, I was in Atlanta filming, and yeah.
Did you ever at one point think, is this a scam? Like, am I really, you know what I mean?
No, literally.
They just slid into your DMs, dude.
We had no information, so I was like, I don't, like literally flying there, I was like, I don't know
what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Like, this might be it.
For people, Jayden, who haven't seen the show, it looks like a big dance party. Essentially, all those little boxes, dances are isolated in your own pod.
Yep.
So you don't know what other people are doing.
Nope. There's 12 contestants on each episode, and as you saw, we're all in those little tiny boxes. But I mean, it's a huge dance party. All the judges are dancing, all the audience is dancing.
And the judges, Shakira, number one, first of all, hello, hips, unbelievable dancer. Right. So this is not a freestyle situation, though. Or is it?
No, it's not. So there's 6 rounds, and each round there was a different element, but we were taught these dances before we went on.
Okay.
And the time we had in the pods was the chance to show off those dances that you learned, and the audience voted on which ones were their favorite.
So cool.
Okay, so that's interesting because the audience is choosing, right? Essentially, Nick Jonas and Liza and Shakira, they're just there to cheer you on.
They can save people that didn't get saved from the audience. So they got to save 2 or 3 people each round.
Ah, okay. And let's talk about your dance history, because in high school, you were the captain of the swim team.
I was.
You were clearly athletic. Dance is just part of what you do. Now you're on the cheer team in school and college.
Yes.
And how did you realize this is such a great photo?
Thank you.
That is fantastic. Look at that smile. Your dancing videos, you've actually, Jayden, been posting them online, and they've kind of gone viral, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are watching
Me and my
them.
best friend started dancing on TikTok our senior year of high school, and our first couple of videos went viral, and we've been doing it ever since. So yeah, these are just some highlights of mine.
Okay, so what are we talking about view-wise? How many?
Well, I'm at about 500,000 followers. My most viewed TikTok has about 69 million views, I think. Right
NBD,
now.
huh? NBD.
Who's counting? How can you keep track of all that, right?
Not me.
Well, Jayden, I think it's super cool you are on this show, and there will be more local talent appearing on NBC.
Tonight, I think. On NBC at 9 o'clock. I think we have a Rockets dancer.
We do. There she is right there. Super excited. And what's really cool is, I mean, when you first got that first DM, did you think, I don't know. I mean, you know, why not? You know, can you believe that you've gone through all of this over the last couple months?
It really, I feel like it all went by so fast. And like, when I was done filming, I was like, oh, it's over. And like, I kind of had to go back to like normal life. And I'm like, oh, I want to be a TV star.
Well, you're back on TV right now, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, listen, we've been doing a lot of talking on our show. How about some dancing, since that is what you do so well? Why don't
Okay,
we
I'm
ditch
going to
these
apologize
chairs?
now for what y'all are about to see.
Okay.
We're ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I need these cards. There we
The
go.
people at home can join us too.
Okay, should you go in the middle, Jayden? Because that's like
I mean,
usually
maybe.
where the
Yeah,
instructor
okay.
is, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
And Jayden,
Okay.
you're going to be doing something that's called the Push It
Push It
Challenge.
I think Shakira posted it a couple weeks ago. So this is like a
Oh,
challenge.
no pressure, Shakira?
No pressure.
Okay.
This is like a challenge that you can do with the show.
Hips, I don't know.
But yeah, okay, so I'm going to teach it first, and then we'll put it to music, okay?
Okay.
So first we're going to push it to the left, and then push it to the right.
Oh,
Okay.
that's...
And then I'll go cross, kick, behind the head, and roll.
That
And then
seems
you
like a
guys-
lot. Oh, we're doing something totally different?
I'm gonna go first, and then you guys will do the same exact thing after me. So cross, kick, behind the head, and roll. And then you're just gonna single, double.
I don't know.
Single.
Maybe we just need music.
Can you show us the whole
I don't know.
combination one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Are
the
you
whole
nervous?
thing? Yes.
Don't be nervous. You got this. You got this.
Don't
Okay.
split your pants,
To the
Derrick.
left,
Oh, I went the wrong
I just
foot.
did.
to the right, and then me first. Cross, kick, behind the head.
Are we supposed to
and
let you
roll.
finish first?
Cross.
And then we go.
Kick behind the
We
head
are an
and
absolute
roll.
disaster.
You got it.
Okay.
At
okay,
least one of
okay,
us is.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
And then at the end, just groove. Just groove.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we can
to
do
the
that.
music.
All right.
Yeah, let's
go.
do
All
this.
right.
Cue
Oh
the
my gosh.
music.
There we go.
We're going this way.
5, 6, 7, 8. Hey. Hey. Me first. Kick. Behind.
Oh.
Roll. You.
Cross,
Kick.
Behind and roll.
And groove.
Hey.
Hey.
That was fun.
Not bad.
That was not bad.
good.
I went a little early on that one.
That's okay.
Okay.
So why don't we do one more round since we have the time? And people at home, follow along and bust a move. Why not?
Yeah, let's
This
do
is
it.
bringing
Let's
me
do
back to my aerobic instructor days.
Right?
Do you know I did that? Yeah, I know. I know. If I only had a step here. Okay,
Ready?
let's go.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push it. Hey.
Hey.
Push it.
Hey.
Me first. Hey. Hey. Roll. Cross. Kick.
Oh, I went back.
Behind the head.
And roll. And groove.
Groove.
Hey.
Not bad.
Way
Jayden,
to
good
go,
job.
way to go.
Courtney, that was awesome.
So much fun.
So fun.
Well, and congrats on all your success.
guys. Thank
Best
you.
of
We're
luck
so
in
happy that you're
college,
here.
and stay in touch and keep bringing the good moves to TV.
Of course.
It
I
was
will.
so great to meet you.
Good to meet you guys too.
And
Thanks for
be
having
sure
me.
to catch Dancing with Myself Tuesdays, 9 p.m. right here on KPRC2.
That was so fun. We should have
So
a dance
fun.
segment every day. Also, for a link to connect with Jayden, you can visit our website and click on the Scene on Houston Live section. She's going to be doing those moves for the rest of the day.
After the break, a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show, including some inspiration for your dream kitchen.
And as we head to break, let's check in with Mr. Kevin Frazier for a look at what's coming up on Entertainment Tonight. Hey,
Oh, yeah,
Kevin.
hang on.
Derrick and Courtney, make sure you tune into ET tonight for Amber Heard's first interview since the verdict in her trial with Johnny Depp, plus the biggest revelations from Jennifer Lopez's Netflix documentary. That's all tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. But don't go anywhere because Houston Life will be right back.
Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, what's your style? What's your dream kitchen? We're going to show you 3 popular trends and how we can all get them on a budget.
I cannot wait. And cheers to Pride Month. We're celebrating with some really fun cocktails.
Nothing says equality like a nice cold cocktail.
Cheers to that. And tomorrow's Wednesday, which means, you know, that's like halfway. It's almost Friday.
It's only Tuesday.
But tomorrow's Wednesday.
But today is Tuesday, and Friday will arrive in a few days. But I like your optimism.
Listen, on this Tuesday, we are done. We will see you tomorrow.
Happy Flag Day.
Happy Flag Day.
Happy Flag Day.
Let's toss it over to Brandon and Christine. Did you guys dig our moments?
Very much so, and I've got to say that I think you've earned that drink.
I think you guys need to stretch.
Can you break it down for us? Did you learn the dance?
You think? No,
3,
no.
2, go left first.
And left, right.
Push
left,
it.
Left.
Push
right,
it.
Left.
You know,
right.
I was more listening and watching, but I knew based on the moves.
They're awesome.
Why?
Let them do it.
Come
Brandon,
on,
do
Brandon.
it.
Come on.
Brandon, try.
How about just drop it low? Just drop it. Just drop it.
Oh, no dropping, because I'll be down for the count.
Slow. We had this conversation
elevator?
yesterday, a little WD-40, but
escalator.
You know, ask me on a Friday. I might feel a little.
We got some sprinklers for the heat outside.
It's Friday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You're almost there.
Yeah, we are. Thank you all
There you
so
go.
much. We'll see you
This
later.
is like a broken
Grocery
sprinkler.
cart. Grocery cart.
I don't know.
Grocery cart.
I don't know.